Expansion is a given. It's just going to happen. You don't have to know any of this. You can mix it up and launch the rockets and never line up with it if you don't feel like it or if you don't figure out how. And still, your inner being has experienced expansion and the universe has expanded and all really is well in the universe, even if you've had a whole miserable lifetime. You ought to be feeling wonderful every step along the way. You ought to be feeling wonderful when you step outside of your alignment. You ought to be feeling wonderful about your negative emotions, really is what we're saying. You ought to be happy that you are in an environment where you are experiencing expansion. You ought to be happy about step one experience. Step one means ask, which means contrast is causing that clarity of what you're asking for. Oh wait, this is step one. Step one always comes before step two and step three. Why am I mad at myself that I'm having a step one experience? Why am I mad at myself? Why am I not allowing myself to be who I was born to be, someone who comes to new awarenesses of what I want? Do I want to stifle my growth? No, and good thing, because I can't stop it anyway. Isn't it a good thing to feel good even in the midst of negative emotion? Is that a possible thing? Your inner being feels good in the midst of your negative emotion because your inner being understands it from the broader perspective. If you cannot formulate a really powerful question, you will never hear a really satisfying answer. And if you cannot discover problems, you are not going to have the benefit of solutions. It's all part of the process, you see. So once you get all of that into perspective, then you can be in the middle of something that you can't figure out, knowing that the answers are there, and then it's a treasure hunt. Not a problem-solving mission, it's a treasure hunt. You're seeking the treasure of the solution. That may be the best description of what your human experience is all about. You wanted the joy of seeking the treasure of the solutions to the problems that you would discover. Because the problems that you discover, even the problems that you create, even the problems that the source within you sometimes helps you to create. Hear that? That was very interesting, wasn't it? Well, if expansion is what we are all about, and joyful expansion is what we are all about, don't you love learning? And therefore, don't you want new doors to open with new things that you don't know? If you're an eternal being, you see?